Let's check if we are recording. Are we recording? It looks like we are. What's making? I should have been using this holder the whole time. But the problem with it, Corey, if I don't have the other phone, I can't check if it's recording. I did such a nice video in the morning, but it wasn't recording. Anyway, here's what I want to tell you, because you'll notice in my vlog, sorry, before I start working, I'm always writing. So here is what I'm writing, guys. Take what you will from this. There's a lot of things that I have to do every single day, and not just for work. I love to categorize things. If it's not the category, I need everything to be in its own place. I need things to be compartmentalized. English, ne? So I will write a list and I'll put it in categories. There's work, life, my business, and my kids, ne? In no particular order, but obviously things that have to do with my kids and work take priority, ne? Sharp. So I'll write absolutely everything that I need to do for those categories, ne? And then I'll look at the list, and then everything is important, obviously, but things are not equally important. If things are equally important, you have not done a good job of prioritizing, ne? And also you won't get anywhere if everything is equally important. Everything is important, but it's not equally important. But also there's important things, but there's also urgent things. There's other urgent things that are not important, but now they've become urgent and they are suddenly important. So also putting things off, eventually it's gonna be a problem for you. So I check what's most important and what is most urgent, and then I prioritize based on that, and then I think about my day, what I need to do, and then think practically how I'm going to do it. So that is my to-do list, ne? And every time I finish a task, I highlight and stuff, because the way that the mind works, the mind needs rewards. That is why eating junk is so satisfying, because you get the immediate satisfaction of joy, the dopamine, that hormone is running. That's why people enjoy social media so much, because you get the instant high, So to make work fun, even if it's not fun, but your mind enjoys things that give you a hit, but also your mind loves progress more than it loves problems. So when you have that list, the moment you highlight something, it's like tick, it's like a like in your brain, and your brain says, we are making progress. And you know what your brain does? It helps you. It says, okay, focus and because now it's enjoying the progress. Part of what helps me, I've read books that teach you about how the brain works. So if you can hack your brain, you will understand how sometimes it's not that you're lazy, it's not that you procrastinate, it's that your brain is working against you, and it's just a device. If you know how to use this device, guys, you can use it to your advantage. So you must trick your brain, otherwise it will trick you. One of you guys will trick each other, and is wrong when you trick it, because there's a saying that I like: the mind is a terrible master but a wonderful slave. So every time with a progress, or highlighter, or scratcher, you are getting your brain into getting satisfaction from working. Eventually you'll enjoy working, and your brain will not fight you when it's time to work. So that is why I always have a pen and paper. And also I love writing things down, because that is how I think. Thinking is different for different people, and I think we all think that we think the same, but we don't think the same. There are people that think in words, there are people that think in pictures, there are people who do better with sounds, there are people that do better with seeing. So you have to understand yourself, and once you understand yourself, you do more of that, and you'll be less frustrated, So now with me, if I sit with my thoughts, and I love thinking, Shem, I love thinking with all my heart. I can sit and think for hours. It's my favorite thing to do, honestly. So, but sometimes I can think myself into anxiety because and my brain will just shoot in all different directions. So to settle it, a list always helps. And I become very forgetful if I did not write something. If I write something, I don't need to actively tell my mind to remember it. I will definitely remember it and I will definitely get it done. But if I didn't write something down, chances of me doing it, they're like 0. And not because I don't want to, simply because I'm going to forget. And I'm not going to forget it will come back. No, it will be gone completely, like it does not have, it does not even exist, you know. So I'm not the type of girl who can go to the store and just buy stuff. No, I have to have a list. Otherwise, I'll stand inside that store and I won't know why I'm there, you know. So yeah, man, that's what I'm doing every single time. To-do list and everything. And the other thing that I like doing, that's on the daily, that's the granular, ne? But at the beginning of the week, ne? I must actually blog that. At the beginning of the week, I've got a weekly planner. Guys, I like direction, guys. I want to know what I'm doing. I can't live my life free-flowing. I'm not a free-flowing person, and I've made peace with it. I can free flow here and there, I allow myself, but in order for me to have peace, now I'm a person who needs structure. I love and accept myself just as I am. So I know what I'm trying to achieve this year. I'm that type of person. I know what I'm trying to achieve over 5 years, over 10 years, God willing. I know what I'm trying to do over a decade, what I'm trying to do over 5 years. What I'm trying to do over a year. So if I'm trying to do something in a year, you don't wake up and your goal is achieved in a day. No, you break it down into 12 months. You have your monthly. You move slowly but surely in the direction of where you are trying to go. And let me tell you, if you move step by step, life itself will help you. Ntate Modimo self le manyelo le tsohle tseo di tshepileng will help you. Direction, guys, direction will get you somewhere. Ka ba tsamao sena direction. Mo lifeng, next you'll get whatever. I was na direction. Obele direction. So now I have my goals for a month. And sometimes I'm over ambitious. But I know that sometimes I put too much trust in myself. Life gets in the way, but also I'm still moving in that direction. It's another story, but direction, yeah, a month. When you have your yearly goals, you break it down in a month. In the month, every Sunday, I sit. This is what I'm trying to do this week. Otherwise, guys, without the goals. If I'm going to run, I need to know these are the kilos I'm trying to cover this week. And then I must break it down in days. Then I must know, okay, definitely on these days I must show up and stuff. Perhaps that is why I'm able to show up. Everything in its own place of what I am trying to do, what habits am I trying to get out of. I'm always trying to improve. But at the same time, I'm not a project that I'm working on all the time. Mo bophelong, you must always be trying to improve, but you must also love and accept yourself as you are and have a balance between the two, you know. You can't treat yourself like you are a mess, but also you can't accept they're not okay, and you're saying that's me, and you accept your inadequacies. You can't accept weaknesses that are in your power to make better and make you a better person, guys. Balance. Don't be so stubborn that you're not gonna change things that are not working. But if it's working, keep it going. And even if it's working, you keep it going. You can always do it better, guys. Otherwise, guys, if you're not working on yourself, like, what are you here on earth to do? So that's what I'm trying to do with the list. I am in my studio. o beile phone mona na batho ba o shebile ka nqane ha ba utlwisise hore I am in my studio. Hey, e tlo ntena ke chapisene ke rata. So that's what I'm doing, guys. That's what I'm doing. And I want to explain it so that when you see it, you can immediately think what I'm doing. Explain me. Maybe you can try it. If you try it and it works for you, let me know, guys. How being those girls ba productive ba tjena bona di pere tsa ntho sa mojao racing horses ba di kentse di club ha di shebi di tjena di shebile pele nna ke jwalo. So ntho e nhlantshang ke ha ke kentse ntho tsa ka tjena o bompitsa ka thoko jo, guys. And I try to not allow myself to get emotionally involved, and most times I'm able to, because I've matured, most times I'm able to. But hona le mo ke fihla mo ke utlwang ha e soka le nna ke utlwile jwanong ya re nka hlanya. I've been zen for too long, wa utlwa yar wa utlwa. And then later you're like, no, but I'm trying to be a new person, ke motho wa motjha, I guess I need a man's mare. Hey, people will get you out of your zen corner, but guys, it's life. We are growing, guys. We will never be perfect. We try every single day. So just okay, guys, I've been living in Bloom for a long time, so I've picked up on how they speak. Lovely young.